Hey everyone, ever wonder what happens when chart-topping tunes meet touchdown cheers? We're about to spill all the tea on Taylor Swift's latest huddle with the ultimate squad of wags. It's not just about the glitz and glam, it's the friendships that are striking a chord. And you won't miss a beat with us. Hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and let's dive into the buzz together. Ready for the scoop? Let's roll. Let's settle in and talk about a gathering that's got everyone buzzing. A little get-together in the Big Apple that's not just any night out. So here's the scoop. Brittany MAHOMES, yes, the one we know from the Chiefs sidelines, has been hanging out with none other than Taylor Swift. And we got a peek into this new friendship thanks to some snaps Brittany shared on her Instagram. Think about Brittany with Paige, Buechele, and Lyndsay looking fabulous, clicking champagne glasses. They're in front of this cool red brick wall, looking like they're having the time of their lives. And there's Taylor right in the mix, arm around Brittany, like they've been friends forever. They all have this dinner thing at Bond Street, a sushi spot that's pretty fancy over in NoHo. And guess who was there with Taylor? Her squad. Gigi Hadid, Selena Gomez, Cara Delevingne. Sounds like quite the party, right? What gets us is how these snapshots kind of pull back the curtain on their world. You've got this blend of sports world meets music icon, all just chilling and having a good time. It's sort of nice to see, isn't it? Just a bunch of friends, some new, some old, coming together in the city. It's one of those moments that make you think, right? Underneath it all, these stars, they're just looking for a good hangout with friends, same as us. And who wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall for that dinner conversation? And as the evening unfolded, our A-list friends didn't call the night after their sushi feast. They strolled over to Zero Bond, a place that's no stranger to celebrity foot traffic. Now, what we saw was Taylor Swift stepping out hand in hand with Brittany MAHOMES, looking sharp in a black top and that eye-catching plaid miniskirt, those thigh-high boots adding just the right touch of drama to her outfit. Brittany, ever the radiant figure, complemented the city lights in a striking blue set, wrapped up in a long white coat. It's a style that seems to mirror her bright persona. And let's glance over to Paige, Buechele, and Lyndsay, each making their own fashion statements in black with sheer elegance and lace details that certainly turned heads. It's interesting, isn't it? While their partners were off playing the Miami Dolphins overseas, these women were having their own prime time in the city. It's a girls' weekend done right, with no holds barred on the glamour and the fun. They've got this whole taking the city by storm vibe, and honestly, it's quite a refreshing sight. It's evenings like these that offer a peek into the lives of those we usually see in stadiums or on stages. It's a different kind of game, one where the city's pulse beats in sync with the click of heels on pavement and the soft laughter shared between friends. Now, the weekend had yet another highlight up its sleeve. Taylor Swift, known for her gracious hospitality, opened the doors of her luxurious Tribeca apartment on Sunday. The occasion? A game-watching party that had everyone's attention. Now, it seems Brittany MAHOMES may have played it low-key, as she wasn't seen when the party wrapped up, but the others, they were spotted catching an SUV ride after the game. It's a subtle reminder of how these gatherings are as much about the shared moments as they are about the grand exits. What's more, Taylor and Brittany have been turning heads at Chiefs games, not just for their presence, but for that secret handshake of theirs. It's these little things, isn't it, that show us there's a budding bond between them. And word on the street, according to a source chatting with Us Weekly, is that Brittany is over the moon about her growing friendship with Taylor. And it's not just about being seen at games. These two have been hanging out away from the stadium lights too. It sounds like they're stitching together a friendship that goes beyond the occasional selfie or public sighting. The source gave us a bit more to go on, saying Brittany finds Taylor so sweet and down to earth. That's quite a compliment coming from someone who knows a thing or two about the spotlight. Here's a new shift in perspective. It seems that Brittany MAHOMES is exploring new territory. Word has it, she's considering a foray into the world of matchmaking, and not just for anyone, but for the Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner, no less. Now, Sophie's had her fair share of the spotlight with a recent split, but here's where it gets interesting. Brittany, who's rubbed shoulders with Sophie at a Chiefs game, is apparently keen on helping her find someone new. It's kind of a sweet gesture, isn't it? Stepping in to help a friend navigate the tricky waters of singlehood. Before we dive deeper, though, here's a quick reminder. If you're loving these juicy bits of celebrity news, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for Celebrity Pop. Alright, let's get back to the story. Imagine Brittany, with her sports and social scene know-how, playing Cupid for Sophie. It's the kind of thing you might expect in a rom-com, not real life. But here we are, chatting about it like it's just another Tuesday. The source spilling the beans to Us Weekly seems pretty convinced Brittany's got the chops for it. And honestly, who wouldn't want a friend like that? Think about it, Brittany's seen the ins and outs of celebrity relationships thanks to her own high-profile marriage. Who's to say she can't spot a good match when she sees one? Plus, with her network of friends, including Swift and the rest of the Chiefs wags, the potential setups could be interesting, to say the least. It's a fresh twist in the tale of these stars' lives, and it goes to show that their off-screen roles can be just as compelling as their public personas. A sports star turned matchmaker for a silver screen queen, it's the kind of plotline that keeps us all tuned in. It's becoming clear that Brittany Mahomes sees more than just a friend in Sophie Turner. She sees a doll, someone worth playing Cupid for. The plan? Potentially set Sophie up with one of Patrick Mahomes' friends. It's a move that might make some waves, and we're all here for it. The same energy Brittany brings to the stands while cheering on the Chiefs could be channeled into sparking a new romance. And if you caught sight of Brittany and Sophie stepping out from Bond Street over the weekend, you'd know they're the kind of duo that turns heads. Not just for their star power, but for the genuine good vibes they seem to share. And it's not just about the sushi spots or the football games. There's a backstory here with Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner, who've been in the same circle for years.
Exes united. Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner.
They've always been friendly, sure, but it's taken on a new depth recently. It's these kinds of friendships that can weather the storms, like the one Sophie's facing post-divorce. Watching Brittany, Taylor, and Sophie side by side, there's a sense of solidarity. They're both navigating life under the public eye, yet they're finding the time to let loose, have fun, and even plan for the future. And isn't that what friendship is all about? Standing together through thick and thin, come wins or losses, celebrations, or tough times. And that's not all. Taylor Swift reportedly opened her Tribeca home to Sophie Turner and her kids during a challenging time. It's really gestures like these that cement bonds and show the power of support within these circles. And with that, we wrap up today's insider peek into the lives of our favorite stars. If you're hooked on these feel-good stories of friendship and fun, make sure you're looped in with Celebrity Pop. Just a quick tap to subscribe and you're in the club. Until our next celebrity tale, keep the vibe alive and the friendships thriving.